You hope you're all doing well and having a great day wherever you are in the world and whatever you are doing. Happy Friday, wherever you are in the world and whatever you're doing. Well, some great news came through today. As I'm sure you're all aware already, I'm late getting this video out. It's 6 p.m. or 5 p.m. in the evening where I'm at in Great Britain, or in Wales, even better. And I caught wind this morning early on that both Brad Garlinghouse and Chris Larsen had been what we'd call in the UK acquitted of any wrongdoing, as the SEC pulled out of the case and let go of their persecution against these two characters in the Ripple case. And so they backed down completely, the SEC, which is a real big milestone in this this beginning of this journey. And I don't think many people realise the significance of this. That's like, I'm going to leave it to Brad Garlinghouse to mention that in a minute. But anyway, this is my Twitter handle, @Ripples and Wales. Come and say hi. The markets are rallying in general at the minute. You know, Bitcoin's touching the 29,550 mark in dollars. Ethereum's 165. And XRP is floating at 52 cents. Highly undervalued. And everything's got a bit of a move at the minute. You know, Solana's up 25%. It's making a move. BNB's 3.6, Bitcoin's up 10%. That's a big move for Bitcoin, 10%. Think of the valuation, needs to move that. Anyhow, just want to show you today, we have a massive storm going on here at the minute. 50 plus mile an hour winds from the east. 44 to 50, I believe they are recorded at the minute. We're right on the coast here, and it's causing a lot of damage. So anyway, been at work today trying to put out fires and whatnot. So anyway, on to the news. Right, Brad Garlinghouse. Today was an even better day. Ripple 3, SEC 0. In all seriousness, Chris and I, in a case involving no claims or fraud or misinterpretations, were targeted by the SEC in a ruthless attempt to personally ruin us and the company so many have worked on to build over a decade. The SEC repeatedly kept its eye off the ball while secretly meeting with the likes of SBF, failing again and again to protect any US customers and businesses. How many millions of taxpayers' dollars were wasted? Feels good to be finally vindicated. Love it. And Stuart Alderadi came straight in on this earlier on. The SEC made a serious mistake going after Brad and Chris personally, and now they've capitulated, dismissing all charges against our executives. This is not a settlement, this is a surrender by the SEC. Now this is huge. It shows a change in tide, it shows a backing down, and it shows a reversal of the original kind of persecution of Ripple and its high executives. And I did a quick Google search this morning about the news articles, and there is tons of news articles on this drop straight away. I've posted most of them in my Twitter page. If you want to go and have a look, you'll see that from today. And I also posted a video regarding what I think is going on here. And I've said since the start of this year and many years before that, we'll see a movement for a settlement during the level playing field. And a few of you've obviously been following my channel since the beginning of this year, at least anyway, my YouTube channel. I've pushed this over and over and saying that, I'm expecting something to occur big between the dates of September and December of this year. And today I feel so excited for the first time. When the Ripple won their lawsuit, that in terms of XRP not security, that was a major move. But this is just as big. I think the final part of the game is about to unfold, and we're likely to see some sort of deal haggled out between Ripple and the SEC for those secondary market sales of XRP, and I'm very, very excited about this. We'll see about that as it comes. The interesting thing is this massive Bitcoin ETF narrative that's taking up most of people's consciousness in the space. I find this fascinating. You could do a simple Google search for this, where you've got all the likes of this chap here, Larry Fink, coming out on CNBC. Bitcoin ETF is coming. They're all pushing everyone's mass attention towards Bitcoin, and it's no bloody. It's not an accident. This is being done deliberately to keep people away from these institutional grade assets like XRP and maybe other ones as well. I'm not saying Bitcoin isn't an institutional. It is as well. But the horse is bolted on that, and there's not as much gains to make on Bitcoin. Yes, you'll get 10x to your 250k, great, no problem. But the likes of XRP is going to tear and melt faces when it starts getting into its utility phase in the coming years. And when I say coming years, I'm talking about over the next decade. My time horizons with this asset are really long, and yours should be too. You're not a I hope you're all kind of more sophisticated investors that listen to the channel, and that you're looking further down the line. You know, a lot of this XRP in the future you can tie up and leave a long way off and gain serious gains in the future with it. But you know, even the short-term time horizon window of 2026, which will be interesting to see how things change with the digital euro and whatnot and what's cooking. Anyhow. What was I spotted today on the further of this? So yeah, what was of interest to me in terms of this change in tactic? Well, we'll bring it back to the 321 Bearable Guy Twitter channel, YouTube channel. Right, and this is the one I'm talking about. This one here. Okay, and so I said to you in a few videos before that I'm looking very, very closely for November of this year. This was posted on November the 7th, 2019. So my eyes will be firmly placed upon November of this year. Why November? Well, he posted a very interesting picture, as you can see here, with these owls dancing on a stage with first prize and a trophy on it. And it read, "Just knowing chance still exists in this wonderful world for regular people to have the possibility of changing their lives because of Ripple and XRP's audacious plans, which makes life bearable and fun. Keep your eye on the prize." And this will go live in this November. I'm pretty certain of that. And you know, it's got a green background, which is very, very positive for news in terms of bullishness. And the first prize is likely to be something to do with this court case. And it's nothing to do with Ripple, Big or XRP going to number one on the charts, but it's the winning the first prize in this battle. I dare say that's what my feelings are. So November is a big time on this. If we also take ourselves back to the Christmas scene, I've referred plenty of time before. This calendar is what we call the level playing field, and it runs September to December. And we've got these stockings, these Christmas stockings, pinned up on the mantelpiece to show you whether the likelihood is of moves potentially where the future will go. I don't know if it means anything to do with the financials, but it certainly means there's something of significance that occurs between November and December here where the stocking's placed. And we can go also and correlate that back to the Ripple Riddler videos. And you all remember, that. Let's just minimize that. You all remember this video here. That was the Ripple Riddler channel. I've told you about this before. There's a video here to do with the Declaration of Independence. I'm probably not going to play it, but I'll just boot it up for you briefly on the computer. I'm not sure I can handle it today. But there's three scenes that pop up. Wow, here we go. Hold on. Right, three scenes that pop up. Actually, we'll just bring it over to this scene here. Let's just play it off. And it's really important, this. It's kind of all ties back to the Bearable Guy work and all ties into what's occurring. There is a timeline that these guys are using. Right, the balloon held down by the old guard. And you've seen this from me before, we've been over it. Some sort of deal and settlement. Right, that's important. Then a pause. Then a chance for everyone to get on the bloody thing, this rocket before it takes off. And I don't know, rocket, it's not moon boy status, but you know what I mean. There's going to be some sort of move, and I presume that the balloon moving up into the lower orbit is an indication of Ripple beginning its journey, maybe the XRP token price taking a hike in price, or adoption, or all three simultaneously. And there we have it. Right before the end of the level playing field. This green line in the background is the same level playing field as we've talked about before. So we have this scene, and we've talked about this scene. And they all correlate to the same thing, which is this level playing field here, this green meadow in the background, which refers back to Jackson Hole and the Federal Reserve meetings, which occur every year in Wyoming. So we've got this coming up, and with this change of tide, with this case with Brad Garlinghouse and co, we can see that there's something occurring. We can see that there's some correlation to say that there's very positive news on the way with this, and we're likely to see some sort of movement. I don't think you'll see it going to full trial. I dare say we will see some sort of maybe deal haggard out. It's hard to say. And are the X's pointing to 2024 next year here? X sword pointing that way. X on the recycle machine 2024. This is December here, 2023, moving into 2024 here. Very interesting little time and little details that were left into these these things here. Anyway, that's just a touch on things. We've seen the Bitcoin, oh, this is the XRP price chart, looking really juicy, winding its way up there, accumulation occurring all the time on this now. This is on the daily, on the Poloniex exchange, probably the best kind of pair to look at this on. You can take this to the weekly. You can see the same thing occurring, great accumulation going on, and it's winding itself up, ready for a move. And I don't think it's like imminent, but it's certainly looking very, very tasty. Now, we may see one major dip down after a price rise as the traders kind of really go against retail with this. And the Bitcoin price chart, it's making a move. You know, it's now clipping the 30k mark, ready for a move up north. Interesting times in these charts, really, really interesting times. Anyhow, we'll leave that there for today. I'm just going to make a couple of videos on that. Please give the video a like and a comment, and share the video with anyone if you want. These are going to, looking back on these videos in the future, these are going to be really interesting because there's no one else really covering this, and I can see what's coming down the line. I really can. There's going to be something that occurs in the next 2.5 months that will change the state of these things. There's a definite change in narrative and energy in the space now, and Ripple is marketing. It's going for full tilt on the marketing front. We're seeing massive changes in the stablecoin markets, with the ECB talking about a digital pound, a digital euro, and the UK talking about digital pound. It's all starting to take shape, and the momentum is building, and I'm sure you can all feel it as well. Anyhow, all right, guys, we'll leave it there. I'm just going to do another video now on about a few other topics, and I hope that's been useful for you. Smash the like button. See you all in the next video. Be blessed.